Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Myteam Misfits Episode 4 NBA 2K16 only found here. And today's daily tip, as you can see on the bottom left corner, is right stick defense. That's simple and explanatory. You press the right stick towards the offense and your defender will play defense. That's how a lot of people do it on ball defense. You can't really do it any other way. As you can see, we have made a few adjustments to the team. We have added Dirk Nowitzki at the power forward position. The old one, Ryan Anderson, wasn't really working for us. We needed somebody who could score much more bulk-wise, with a lot more emphasis, and he was perfect for that. We also got Kemba Walker off the bench. Kemba Walker off the bench, we pulled him from domination, so we didn't pay for him. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had him, but he is another gold player. He comes off the bench, and he will provide great offense and just be a fast, speedy scoring point guard. Not the best three-point shot, but that's okay. We also picked up some other guys inside that little, frame of time, but not really anybody. So in this episode, I'm kind of taking you guys through Gauntlet, and we're playing a game and kind of running through the basics with it. Just using Julio Okafor. We don't get anybody too good there, so we'll actually come back in, and I'll be able to show you guys some gameplay. So see you in just a second. So as you can see here, the people we're playing against actually has a James Harden. Now that is the dynamic one. I think he's lower than he was when he started. That's pretty crazy to think. He also has DeMar DeRozan, so two really annoying shooting guards that can do it. And then Kevin Love. So this guy's team is pretty stacked. It's going to be difficult to play against, no doubt about it. So here you can see basically he's playing some offense. He gets it. He actually dunks the ball, but then what? He left the match. I have no idea why. It's a free win, so we're not complaining, but at the same time, it makes me kind of wonder what the heck was going on in that guy's head, because now we get a free win, we get 2 picks off the board, and that's only going to help our cause on our road to the Amethyst Gauntlet board. That will be sick. So we're going to get our 2 picks from the board, as usual. We already had a few games in. I think one win out of 3 games maybe. There's some lag right here. It's just waiting out on it. Otherwise, we would have already got our things. But basically, what you want to know for this type of thing is make sure, without a doubt, that you are doing the best possible thing you can do. Because Gauntlet is a completely different game than any of the other game modes. You're not playing strategic D. You're supposed to leave off the shooters, because people can't shoot in Gauntlet, but they can certainly dunk. So I would rather leave a jump shot open, than a lane, which sounds self-explanatory, but you have to remember that. So actually, we're going to get into our next game here in just a second, and I'll see you guys soon. So guys, I actually forgot to record the beginning to show you guys what players we got. We didn't get anybody good, but we do have our man right there who missed the shot, Dirk Nowitzki. Usually that'd be cash for him, but of course this is Gauntlet, so as always, you have to understand. We actually get a good pass in and a good finish. That's exactly what we're looking for. Alright, so we've got the defender in the post now, and can you think what we're about to do? Can you just guess? Yes, that's right. The spin fadeaway, and it's money. He is money in this game with the spin fadeaway. Always, always, always get yourself in the post, and you can get 20 points a game with him in an actual game. Gauntlet, over 10 easily. He is the perfect player for your team, and he's so cheap. And also, look right there, we were able to get ourselves a quick little bucket as I was talking. The offense is going really well right now. Alright, so now he's got the ball right there. James Harden pulls up and hits it. Now, this is what I hate. You just can't seem to hit wide open jumpers, but when the opponent wants to hit a contested deep 3, seems like he can always do it. Now, right here, we were lucky enough to push and get the easy dunk. For some reason, again, Dirk Nowitzki can dunk in this game a lot. Can't do it in real life, but hey, he is amazing. Okay, so we're just trying to make ourselves a little move right here. We get the ball, almost a turnover, but an and 1 bucket. And again, guys, Dirk Nowitzki is a must-have for your team if you are running on a budget. Or maybe even if you aren't, get him at least somewhere in your group. He will do no harm. He has had games for me where he goes 11 for 11. It's crazy. He pulls up another and hits it. I can't believe it. I don't understand why that happens. But again, and I know you guys know, if you try and just hit a wide open jumper, you won't. But there you go, a little dunk to finish it off. Alrighty, so here he takes another three, doesn't make that one though, and we're passing up the court. Watch this. Throw the alley-oop. Whoa! I was not expecting that, and I don't think you guys were either, but that's insane. That is exactly what we want. Oh my goodness. Stun the opponent and make him wish he never tried something like that on you again. Okay, so again, running up the court is what you want to do every single time down in Gauntlet, and right there, a sweet little dunk over what? Maybe 2 or 3 defenders. This is unreal. Dirk is a broken game player in NBA 2K16 for sure. Again, we're trying to go down. Ooh, that almost looked great, but you can't get everyone. And he pulls up, hits that one, and all of a sudden I'm starting to think, how many has this guy hit? That's 3 now, right? It's ridiculous. His shot form is great. We're just going back and forth, pushing the offense. And really, this is a back and forth game. This guy played well. He had much better players than me, but he played very well with what he had. And this was a fun game throughout most of it. Alright, so James Harden has the ball in his hand again, shoots, and hits it. We had the right stick defense too, if you could see. The hand was up, but for some reason, that is a broken jump shot. 4 3-pointers in this game, and it doesn't seem like he even missed one. It's freaking crazy how well he's working. Alright, can we just take a second to enjoy that? That never gets old, and it goes down almost every single time. Dirk is money, ladies and gentlemen. Buy him. Alright, now look what we've got again. Back down, back down. Are you kidding me? No way, you cannot defend that. And we are tied up at 17, trying to get ourselves a victory. James Harden has the ball again, pulls up, and oh my goodness, he hits another one. That's 5 3-pointers in this game, 10 points just off of that. That has been killing us. We would have been in such a big lead. We try and bring it back, but we can't hit that 3-pointer, and now we are in trouble. Alright, so we're pretty stressed out at this point because we're down 20-18. We take a shot just to try and tie it up, and we hit it. Gerald Green comes in the clutch, and now we are tied up at 20, and it's a win-by-2 situation. We're playing fantastic defense, and wow, I was scared there for a moment, I'm not going to lie, but thank you. It did not pan out. We get the ball, put it up, and now we are up 21-20. We have an opportunity to seal this game away, and we are pushing for it. You see him here, he's just kind of waiting. Just trying to pull up anything he can, get himself open, try and not lose this game, blow it. You know, if he blows it, that'll be very embarrassing on his part. He's looking to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which is not a bad idea, but he missed the shot. He missed it. And now it comes down to defense. Can he play defense? No, we won. We got the dunk to win it, and this was amazing. We were down by 4 at one point while he was at 20, and we came back to win it. This is unbelievable. Guys, play up-tempo, play with players who can knock down easy give-me shots, and most of all, play quickly. That's how it goes. I'm telling you right now, you must get Dirk Nowitzki. You must get him. He is a purchase without any thought or question. He's only about 2,000 MT, and as you see here, we're just picking some of the cards on the board, trying to maybe get that player, but you know, at the bronze stage, it doesn't really matter. So we didn't get anything really good, and other than that, we will be right back in the auction house for you guys to see something we're going to be trying to pick up. Alright, so at this point, we're about 40,000 MT in, so I decided to check, is there any Amethyst players we could get for that price? Give or take, we have about 37,000, but I'm thinking there should be some players we can get. Some good players, who knows? I think it's a possibility. So we put in a good price that we could afford, and we're just kind of looking. We're not really content on spending all of our money right now, but I'm just interested in seeing what there is to offer. Obviously, you can see Bob Pettit, and there's also Chris Paul and Gary Payton. I was actually surprised by Gary Payton. When I saw him, I was like, I could probably think about picking him up. Not a bad player. Thing is, we don't want to put in all our money into players like this. These are not game-changing players. These are great support players, not game-changing though. You can get so many better players for so much cheaper if you look around the right place. No offense to these guys, and eventually they'd be nice to have, but you can have a player like Russell Westbrook fill the place of Chris Paul easily for 20,000 MT less, at least. So that was not a go for us. The next thing we were looking at is actually a shooting guard. All right, so we're searching for gold shooting guards, trying to see is there anything cool, and the prices are kind of expensive. There are some good guys, but what I'm looking for is not necessarily a replacement to a bad Chris Middleton, because Chris Middleton is good. He's knocked down a lot of threes. He's played great offense, decent defense. The only problem is we need somebody quicker and more athletic to get to the basket. We need somebody who is going to drop 20 points for us if we need him to. Chris Middleton is a hit or miss. If you try and drop 20 with him, he might miss 10 shots, and that's no good. So we were looking around for somebody very, very cheap. We wanted somebody with little to no expenses, and right there you see Michael Cooper, Defensive Player of the Year. He's got great defense, and something I actually didn't realize about him, you look here, is about a 75 offensive rating to Chris Middleton's 77, but a 95 or so defensive rating to Chris Middleton's maybe 80. Or 75 even. So it's a huge difference. We were checking just to make sure. Looks like he wasn't very good scoring, but he had a decent three-pointer still, and obviously better defensively. Steal, not surprisingly a lower steal, but that's not something I had to worry about because you got to see his stats. He was a lot more athletic and a lot better of a rim penetrator than, for example, Chris Middleton would be. So I was looking around a little bit, couldn't find anybody I really wanted because I don't want a shooting guard without a jump shot. If a shooting guard doesn't have a three-pointer, we just can't have him. He's going to be a threat. And I was thinking about looking at Klay Thompson, but then again, this is Myteam Misfits. You're on a budget, and we don't want to go with the players that everybody has. Having Klay Thompson would be nice, but you want somebody that is going to be able to do other things and somebody that people have not been noticing. So we're just kind of comparing again. Sidney Moncrief, good player, horrible jump shooter. 50-something jump shot or three-point. That is not what you want. You do not want a 52 three-pointing rating if you're trying to have a shooting guard start and knock down shots for you. It's already hard enough to make jump shots in this game. We were kind of looking at some other players. I ended up going with Michael Cooper. I know, yes, you can see here looking at Kevin Martin. Good offensive player. Again, not something we need. We don't need somebody who has slightly better offense but can't play defense at all, and a lot of his numbers were negative, and we don't need people with negative numbers. Jimmy Butler, obviously really good player, also very hard to get. Or not very hard to get, but also very well known, and we don't want to put somebody well known into it because that would take away from the experience. You guys want to see players that nobody would ever in a million years dream of getting, and then we get them and turn them into real players. We badge them up, we make them better, we make them stronger, we make them a new player. And then people start taking my advice, save a lot of MT. Guys, I'm telling you right now, Dirk Nowitzki, less than 3,000 MT, and you can have yourself a amethyst level player. He can do everything for you. He does anything you need. He can shoot, he can drive, he can pass, he can rebound, he can play defense surprisingly. His ratings aren't high in that situation, but he can still do it. We're looking at Gail Goodrich here. Gail is okay offensively. He's nothing special. We need somebody who specializes. And I'm looking, Jeff Hornacek, Hornacek could be very good, but that's not what we're looking for. Eventually, yes, I do say Michael Cooper. Very good player. And it's weird because I was looking for somebody with a 85 three-pointer, or at least an 80 three-pointer, and an 80 dunk at the gold position for less than about 2,000. I did not know that Michael Cooper could shoot three-pointers, and that's why I was neglecting to buy him right off the bat. I was afraid that he wasn't going to be able to do it, and I looked at some shooting guards that had 85... he had 85 three-pointer and 85 dunk. And the only ones you could find are these guys. And you already know J.R. Smith. I'm sorry, I'm off my game today. J.R. Smith is not going to be affordable. 45,000, no thank you. We can buy a lot better. So, Michael Cooper, again, we're looking around. He's so cheap compared to it. So here we go. We're looking around. And I'm trying to find him for the cheapest possible. We put in 2,000 just to see if he's less than 2,000. We find one card for 2,000, and I did not even want to waste it. I wanted to just go ahead and get him right now. You can make 2,000 back in 2 games, not a big deal, and a huge return for the investment. I was thinking maybe we should get rid of Chris Middleton now, but then it kind of came to me. Chris Middleton is fantastic for us. He's played very well. There's no reason to let him go like that. So we decided, okay, I will give him a backup position. He will do great for us. Now, we have Michael Cooper, great player, great addition to the team. And with that being said, we're just kind of contracting up the rest of our players. And so far, this series has done so well. It really has. You guys have enjoyed it. I've had a lot of people really get some information out of it. This is informational, yet very entertaining in my mind. I put a decent amount of time into editing it, and I live stream on it all the time at twitch.tv/suitandtiegamers. You can see us there, always on it, always grinding. That's where I get most of the MT from. I'm always grinding, and I record it for you guys and play it for you guys so you guys can see it in real time. If you'd like to check that out, please feel free to, because that is what it's all about. This is a community effort, and really, thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope it continues to bring everybody joy, and I hope this series can get a lot bigger, because a lot of people need to understand how well these players are and how well you can manage a team without having much money. I haven't put a lot of effort into it, but you can see the returns in your investments. Don't quick sell players. Don't quick sell items unless they really don't sell. Try and sell them and make that extra profit, and you will end up with a decent amount of MT. We never drop below, and I could afford to make an all gold lineup right now, but I choose not to, because there's a lot of hidden players in here that do things that a lot of players can't do. So thank you guys so much for watching, and without further ado, stay classy, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.